Quick video response, probably. Anyway, To Be Serious has made a retort for no good reason whatsoever, because she doesn't exactly explain anything. She doesn't explain the fundamental factual distinctions between our philosophies. She claims that she cares about all the little suffering in the world, but that no, that it's worth it. Because the human race is doing something of value. That the fact that the idea of life needing to be here is only a reflection of a human delusion. I mean, there's no articulatable explanation for how in any way any other piece of the universe needs the human race to be on planet Earth. There's just nothing you can say. You can't make a single explanation. We're not clay in the hole in the dike anywhere. We're not functioning, we're not accomplishing, we're just doing a DNA molecule's replicating. And that's all we're doing. And the only reason why we're still here is because human psychology says we need to keep it here, but has absolutely no explanation for why. What is accomplished? Nothing. And so I'm arguing that this isn't a valuable enough mission to force a bunch of suffering, to impose it on people who, even as Das Spook might concede, don't like it. They don't deal with it well. They don't, unlike him, they don't control it or play with it or dance with it. It makes them vomit. They don't like it. There's just nothing to say here. So you're saying it's okay. It's okay to create victims because you're doing something worthwhile. And I'm just saying, explain that. But don't tell me I'm stupid. I mean, how the fuck do you think you're going to get anything else but a hostile reply when you insult people's intelligence? You have no right to do this. You have no right to use Einstein to send your insults to other people. You think Einstein would agree with your phantasmagorical mishy-mush? I don't think he would. I don't think he'd appreciate you stealing his image and saying Einstein endorses To Be Serious's slander of other people's intelligence. Einstein might find me an incredibly engaging guy. You have some proof that he wouldn't? I don't think you do.
Okay, Gary, you didn't get what I was saying yesterday, so I'm going to repeat this a little more slowly.
Whatever. You didn't say anything. You never say anything. You don't. You really don't. You vaguely make some notion that everybody else should go, what? Pet a cat. That's not the fucking subject.
I never said that there was no suffering in the world.
Well, I never said you said that, did I? I said that you're accepting it. You're saying it's okay. I don't care if insects suffer. I don't care what happens to other mammals, trillions of them. Okay, as long as they're not in a slaughterhouse. The ones in the slaughterhouse I care about. The ones outside in Mother Nature, well, fuck them. That's what I said.
Why you insist that I say that?
Well, I didn't insist that you said that, so now you're just fucking lying again.
I didn't say it. I've never said it.
No, I never said you said it, liar.
I agree with you only to the extent that I see the chronic systemic suffering.
You see it and you accept it. Again, what is so complicated about this? See, I'm raising my voice because I'm frustrated, and I'm not going to apologize for my angry videos or my frustrated videos. They're only a small fraction of my videos. I mean, I guess I should just label you, every one of my reactions to you should just have something to do with crying in it, because in a small percentage of your videos you're in tears. But, that would be the fair thing to do, I guess. But I don't see, it's not, I don't have to stoop to your level, right? I don't have to fall down drunk and get on the ground and act like a worm.
Okay, I see it. I see it as clearly as you do.
It's not the issue. I don't know if you do see it as clearly, though. I mean, that's a little bit dicey. I don't know if it really does run through your brain the way it runs through my brain. I mean, that's a little bit presumptuous of you. I mean, I might have spent more conscious hours of my existence contemplating all the different kinds of creatures on Earth and what they might be feeling. I mean, I've thought about schools of tuna fish. I've thought about all kinds of organisms and how they're living their lives and what's happening to them. I mean, zillions of squids mating and dying. I mean, these things run through my fucking head.
What I don't see is why that suffering will be fixed if I get a camera out and I scream obscenities at people.
No, whatever. Again, this characterization is utterly useless, okay? I mean, I've got 4 videos on the Ephelis channel. You have some problem with my philosophy. You're going to call it a cult. You're going to call it ignorant or stupid or some other fucking thing. Then I guess your obligation is to take some exact quotes from me and refute them.
Are mistaken who live across the globe from me.
Oh, well, who cares? This is what the medium allows us to do. And now you're saying there's some point that I scream at the local people? What the fuck would be the point of that? I should scream at people interested in hearing the argument. Those are the people I should be screaming at. Right?
I've never met people I don't know. I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that how you do philosophy? I mean, I don't recall you saying you met the authors of the books you read before you read their books. And in their books, do they say anything hostile or aggressive or with any kind of emphasis? Do they use bold text anywhere? Because goddamn, that's rude, isn't it? I mean, this is just stupid.
Will fix the world. I get, I don't have a say.
Well, guess what? That's exactly what will change. Change comes through changing people, okay? You can't fix the world as an individual. The only way you can fix the world is through this common sense method of communicating ideas through a medium. That's how you do it. All right? But if you have to sit there first and tell the 5-year-olds to take the poo out of their ears, well, it's a little bit frustrating. I mean, you're trying to teach the class, and the class all has shit in their ears, and you got to sit there and explain to them, well, you can't get anywhere with shit in your ears, assholes.
Your Messiah complex. So I want to do
again. These are overt, direct insults. You can't get away with this. You have this expectation that you can call, say, suggest, imply that other people have Messiah complexes, all right, and think that you're going to escape without getting some counter insult to your big fat ass. Some other ad hominem attack. If you're going to call somebody, if you're going to say somebody has a Messiah complex, and you're not going to prove it with not even one sentence of proof, not anything, who the fuck do you think you are?
What is possible for me as a limited individual to do. And I do those things. And I try to figure out how to do them effectively.
Yeah, well, whatever. Do your AA meetings crap someplace else, okay? This trite nonsense, this backseat driving of how other people should address world problems. I really don't see you as the go-to gal. I don't see the rest of the world saying, well, we have a problem. Let's call To Be Serious. She'll have the solution. She'll tell us there's only so much you can do, fellas. So, I don't know. I guess, the nuclear power plant's melting down. Well, too bad. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to tell them? Go pet a cat. Go adopt a dog. That'll solve the problem. Yeah, the nuclear power plant's melting down. Yeah, well, go adopt a dog in a shelter. That'll solve it. Yeah. Fucking A.
So I don't eat meat. I try to give the bit I can to organizations.
Again, what the fuck does this have to do with your overt accusations demeaning and degrading the character of not only the intelligence but the integrity of the personal individuals you are slandering constantly in your videos? Why don't you defend your fucking rhetoric?
That help the children who are here, like Save the Children Federation, and who try
yeah,
to,
who try to
Planned
who try to fatten up
Sure
those
that women-
those vaginas and those penises so they can create more fucking babies. I mean, do you really think those organizations are saving the world? Do you really think Save the Children is saving children? Huh? Really? I think it's the poor will be with you always through that strategy. Yeah, Jesus, it's got Jesus' endorsement because it's sure to lead to the poor being with you always.
who are of childbearing age have choices of what to do with their bodies. Because that's another thing, Gary.
Choices what to do with. No, they need the intelligence to know that there really isn't a choice. Unless you have the money in the bank, unless you have some sort of genetic superiority, unless you got some sort of world to put your child into that's safe and secure, you don't have any business doing your little biological experiments.
Nobody comes to me when they're thinking of copulating with the idea of having a child and wants my permission.
Well, nobody does this for drunk driving either, or for anything else we regulate, do they? No, we pass a fucking law and say, guess what? This is too fucking sloppy. You can't be taking this lightly. You gotta pass a test. You gotta take a driver's test before you're going to get a driver's license. They don't come to get your permission. We just tell people that's the standard. And there should be standards for this crap. And I'm suggesting the standard should be is that at least these bastards should be able to articulate a paragraph of text explaining somehow what they're going to accomplish besides satisfying their own selfish goddamn ambitions.
In order to do that. I don't know, maybe they come to New Jersey and they say, you know, Gary, I got up this morning and I was thinking...
So again, this is you're expecting somebody to say what to this? Would you say that to fucking Martin Luther King? Well, why are you leaving the state? Why are you going somewhere else? Why are you going to Memphis? Why are you doing this? Why? You could ask all these questions. You could backseat drive his existence too. What the fuck? Who are you? Crazy bitch. You're talking on the internet at people, nagging them to pieces, and then you're nagging about other people's nagging? Fucking goddamn.
Populating with the intent of having a child, and I thought, well, I better go to New Jersey and get Gary's permission.
Oh yeah, well, like I said, so we should use that kind of rhetoric to mock all the laws that we have, right? So let's do that about rape and child molesting. Let's just mock the idea of, well, who are they to say I should go to the Pope and ask permission? Yeah, that'd be ironic, wouldn't it? I'm sure I could get some permission.
Because I know you wouldn't give it to them, and I don't have that power.
Well, right. You have the power to tell people they shouldn't eat meat, though. You have a power to articulate your fucking values and to defend those values, and yet you will deny somebody else that right without mocking them? Fuck you. Why should I go get your permission to eat a hamburger? Fuck you.
I don't have that power. That's not something that I can change unless I can...
Again, this has absolutely nothing to do with the subject, okay? Go watch an Ephelist video and show me where I'm doing anything other than just explaining the facts as I see them and spelling them out, all right? And then you tell me how those are wrong, how my conclusions are wrong, how my logic is flawed, how there's something wrong in any one of those videos, bitch. Just do that or shut the fuck up.
Somehow get money to people or get volunteer hours to people who are making a difference in the world.
Right, and everybody go to 2B Serious's house to find out who's making a difference, because she knows who's making a difference and who's not making a difference. Yeah, but that's the place to go to, gal. 2B Serious, she knows.
You can, and you will, get out your camera and you can scream at people.
Whatever. I don't scream at people, so I'm just going to say, well, you got out your camera, you're going to whine and cry. Because you're not allowed to slander other people without them fucking arguing you back. There.
that the life needs to be humanely extinguished. I don't even think you say humanely, but extinguished. All you want.
Well, whatever the word you want to do. Obviously, our archaic language, our life-loving language is full of words about how awful it would be for something to end, because we're addicts. We don't like things to stop happening, okay? But whatever word you want to use, the word termination has to say, ooh, that's bad. Termination is bad. Because everybody wants to keep getting their Social Security check or whatever the fuck it is. But that's right. We should gracefully exit. I've used those words. You could quote that. That's right. We should gracefully exit. Gracefully.
And you can scream obscenities at people who won't agree to that.
Like I said, I'm not screaming obscenities at people who don't agree with that. I scream obscenities at people who are obnoxious, arrogant, lying pieces of shit who won't stay on the fucking subject and who will accuse me of some sort of diminished character or lack of intelligence because I don't agree with them. I mean, fuck you, you control freaking lunatic.
From now until the day you die, and it will change very, very, very little.
Okay, so everybody go to Be Serious. She's got a whole big bunch of crystal balls in her fucking closet. Yeah, she collects balls. And, she knows the future. She knows. Ooh.
Few people will listen to you, and they'll believe you.
Well, that's not the point, is it? I mean, the videos are explaining from the very rudimentary, the most rudimentary of thought, rudimentary of premises, and just logically combines the premises and into a conclusion. There is no, they will believe me. It's whether they're just going to look at those simple argument and say they will believe the argument. They'll understand the argument. They'll also find the argument impossible to escape the conclusion. But no, you have to turn it into some sort of manipulation, as if I'm somehow manipulating their psychology. Like I got some kind of steel poker that I'm jamming into their brain and fucking with their neurons. Again, more character assassination. That's all you fucking have. You don't have a counter argument. All you have is innuendo and these I'm going to use Einstein, to smear duty on his head.
Some people, will listen to people and believe that the world is going to end in 6 months or that the world is flat.
Well, again, you're just going right back to as if it's some sort of Jim Jonesy thing, and I've collected a bunch of ignoramuses. I mean, don't most cults, aren't they just populated with a bunch of ignorant assholes? Well, are you going to tell me that most of the anti-natalists talking on YouTube have lower than average IQs? Are you going to even try to suggest that? Please, go ahead and try to suggest that. Go ahead and make an argument trying to demonstrate that as a proof. Go ahead, and I'll do the opposite with the morons that comment on your videos, and who are petting your vagina. All right, and we'll see who can make the better proof. Okay, the little fuckwits commenting on your videos are the people making arguments for anti-natalism. Well, let's go see who has the higher IQ.
I mean, you can get people to believe anything if you scream it at them.
Oh, is that really effective in the world? Can you demonstrate that to me somewhere, please? Please. Barney the dinosaur screams. The Teletubbies scream. Pat Robinson screams. Who screams, to be serious, and gets followers that way?
I think life is a pretty resilient thing.
Well, whatever that means. Do you mean that there's a ton of it on the surface of the earth? Yeah, that's true.
And I don't think it's within my power. And probably.
Well, it's hardly the subject, is it? Do we qualify everything by asking, well, does To Be Serious have a big enough microwave oven for the turkey? I mean, what is this argument? Like you're going to cook everybody's dinner and your oven's not big enough or something? Everything has to go through your apartment? All right, everything we're going to do, yeah, everything has to funnel through to Be Serious's house.
It's certainly not in humanity's power to extinguish it, even if we...
Well, again, you haven't made any fucking argument that has, like, what's called facts to demonstrate that. You really haven't. You haven't explained how nanotechnology certainly couldn't take care of it in a couple of decades. But just mechanically. And we know how vulnerable most of the intelligent or sentient life is. Most of the sentient life is not endurable. It's vulnerable.
Decided that's what we wanted to do. So if we want to change the world for the better, we better start working where we are.
Yeah, right. So I have to accept your premise. Nothing can be done. All we can do is, we can't clean up the vomit. We can just kind of pile it into a picture of, FDR. But fuck you.
Now, as far as evolution and antinatalism, I have suggested to you in a friendly way in the past that you might want to read a little bit.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, in a friendly way, you've again insulted my intelligence. I'm not the one, okay, who makes the constant mistakes, okay? You made huge claims about epigenetics and all this stuff, and you were wrong, okay? So you don't have any evidence of my fallibility. I've made over 3,000 videos. I haven't taken any of them down. I've made minor, insignificant mistakes. So who are you to sit there and tell me what I need to do? How I need to correct my knowledge base on subjects of biology or physics or chemistry or psychology? Who the fuck are you?
Mad about that, because you say I've read too many books.
I didn't say you've read too many books. I said you fucking rely on too many books. You don't seem to know anything but what you've read. I, on the other hand, have read the basic fact books, not the mumbo-jumbo bullshit books. And I've put together a model, and then I show people exactly how the model is built. Unlike you. I don't keep pointing to some reference and say, well, I can't really explain it. You'll have to read the whole 10,000 pages. It explains how paper's kind of thin, Yeah, I can't explain it, but, the book will explain how paper's thin.
Somehow I'm supposed to be ashamed that that I read books in order to get changes in my opinion. I don't...
Well, whatever. You read books to get changes in your opinion. Well, that's fine. I don't need changes in my opinion in the first place because what I'm arguing I'm already sure of. I wouldn't argue it if I wasn't goddamn sure of it. So, yeah, I don't even understand that whole concept. It is, as I've stated, not that complicated. You people want to make it complicated, but it just isn't that complicated, okay? The universe bangs, there's chemistry, DNA molecule, few billion years of evolution by competitive selection, tool belt, there. It's not that complicated. Addiction, attraction, repulsion forces, intelligence used as a scheming tool for satisfaction based on that chemistry's need to get a DNA molecule into the future. Now, it really isn't all that complicated.
I'm ashamed of that. Not at all. And antinatalism does have a long history. Think about the Club of Rome and Paul Ehrlich, and it's like...
You want to keep saying that it's the same thing. It's not the same thing, but whatever. I don't care if somebody 10,000 years ago wrote a poem about how stupid and futile life was. That doesn't change anything about what I'm doing on the internet. Nothing. Are you saying that most people have been exposed to this kind of argument? That most people have a liberated enough brain to have fairly judged Jehovah against DNA against, life is really fucked up. Have they done all of that? Well, until they have done all of that, until they're the ones that are informed, there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing.
You seem to think that you can rewrite anything you want without any effort. And unfortunately,
I don't even know what that means. I make arguments on the internet and challenge people as fucking aggressively as I can to please make a counter argument. Refute what I'm saying. But do it with some kind of rational argument. Not with the kind of crap that ends up on your fucking pages. Well, what is it here? I hate to judge people based on their appearance, but I think I saw a clip of this guy and he looks very messed up. Oops. Well, I don't know. I did a video today. Yeah, so the guy's not... It's not even a... It's just a joke comment. What the fuck use is this shit? You know, he talked in bold text. He talked in bold text. What the fuck?
unfortunately, that's not the case. But don't let me stop you.
Well, I certainly won't let you stop me. Is there any indication that I find you some force that's inhibiting me at all? No. I just find you a disgusting, lying, slandering bag of shit.
Now getting out your camera and screaming obscenities at me. Oh.
Well, bag of shit. I don't know if that counts. Slandering, that's not an obscenity. Liar, it's not an obscenity either. Yeah, fuckwit. There, how's that
Screaming
one?
obscenities at anyone else you think has crossed the line and talked back to you.
No. Has made completely invalid arguments attacking me. And calling that a counter... I proved Gary's wrong because I told him his feet stink. Fuck you. You're doing it right here. You're bitching about my personality. You're not counter-arguing what I say. You're just arguing about how I say it. I mean, this is fucking infantile.
Please feel free to do that. And please, all you hardcore ethelists, feel free to congratulate Gary for all of the insults that he will be hurling any moment now.
Right. And I'll say that to all you natalist supporters. You know, endorse To Be Serious's rhetoric and her cult theory and her argument that Gary is stupid. Yeah. And her use of Einstein to do that.
And please feel free, Ethelists, to think you're changing the world for the better. Because nobody is going to stop you from having that delusion.
Right, and likewise, all you pro-natalist people who think people should have the choice, just, yeah, it'll be really super, you know, all the retards can keep having too many babies, and, you know, and yeah, you'll keep the old natural system in order, and, you know, even though human race is probably going to go blow itself to bits, you know, all the cockroaches will do really well, and cockroaches are really cool, yeah. It's cool.
But the rest of us may just want to do things in the world that we think might be much less grandiose, but might...
Well, whatever that even means. Again, there's you know, it's like somebody where people are debating whether there should be nuclear power plants, and you're basically just saying, well, I can't get into that. I'm just going to fold a piece of paper. Yeah. I'm going to make paper ducks. That'll solve all the world's problems. I can't deal with that big picture stuff. No. Just let's all stick to the paper ducks. What the fuck is this shit?
Really make a difference to some people and some animals that actually do suffer.
Right, and none of us do any of that. Yeah, we don't. We're all just one-trick ponies. Fuck you.
Have a great day. And if anybody tells you...
Yeah, get exactly what you deserve. Yeah. I hope you get exactly what you deserve. I hope every person treats you with the honesty and integrity with which you have treated this subject and me. I hope you get exactly what you have earned.
I insulted you. They always love to say that I insult you, as if you... So silly, because I can't remember a time I've ever insulted you. I don't...
Oh, man, you're retarded. Well, let's not even go through it. Let's just go back to the cult theory, for cripe's sakes. And you did it right here in this video. You implied Jim Jones manipulation. What the fuck? You don't think that's an insult? Huh?
like that style. You use it, fine. Who can stop you? No one. But I don't like that style, and I have never insulted you.
Whatever. Like I said, I mean, if you got what you deserve, then every liar on earth will be showing up at your house. And you should, like I said, that's the way you should. You should. Every person you encounter should lie through their teeth and fuck you over.
Except to say, read a book. Have a great day.
Yeah, read a book. That's not an insult. No. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I've read books, science books. And the fact is there's no point in you even reading a book because you can't comprehend books. I mean, still, your reinterpretation of Dawkins' selfish gene and the paragraph and a half that he wrote qualifying the title of that book that you totally misinterpreted, where he retracted absolutely nothing and said nothing he didn't already say in the book itself. I mean, fuck. Why bother reading if you're not going to understand what you're reading?
And be sure you enjoy getting out that camera and screaming at people about how they shouldn't be copulating with the intent of having children. And
yeah, well, that's right. They shouldn't be imposing on other people unless they have fucking goddamn some kind of reason, some sort of real reason, some sort of license to play God. Right. Make sure I go on the internet and defend the preposterous proposition that people should actually have some sort of plan when they're playing a game with the most important thing in the universe, a consciousness. Yeah. Yeah, what a silly thing to do.
About how all life should stop.
Yeah, well, how all life is based on a DNA molecule. And how all sentient life, how DNA molecules don't give a fuck about the quality of the existence of the sentient life form. That nature and competitive selection only cares about making battle machines. Like Terminator. Yay! Oh, this is where he offs himself. Oh, no. Oh, see, it's like life. See, this kid, he's like a little human. He said, "Oh, life, don't leave me, life. Don't leave me, don't die, life." Because he's attached to him. He's attached to Terminator. And that's emotion. He's emotional, okay? He's not philosophically, he knows better. He does. The kid even knows right now he knows better because he's thought through the whole thing, and he knows that the Terminator can't live because somebody might get him, and then they'll have the chip, and the future will be doomed. So he knows he's got to go. Yeah. But he's just emotional because he likes having Terminator around because he's used to Terminator. That's all. Not complicated. It was a great movie. But so many flaws. So many. I mean, they're just the plot flaws in these movies are just so monstrous. Anyway. Yeah, well, liquid metal, even right there. Oh, please. Yeah, anyway, I was just too fucked up. Well, let's go. We might as well watch the end. Goodbye. I'm going to do the little thummy uppy thing now. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, she's got guts. She can press the button. Press the button! Boom! Life goes into the fucking ball of molten crud. But look, it's a happy ending. See, that's a graceful exit. Terminator gracefully exits and just says, yeah, it's all fucked. So, fuck Terminators. We don't need no Terminators. He's basically saying right there, Terminator's saying, there will be no Terminators. That's what he's saying. He's saying Terminator's kind of a bad idea. Even though Terminator is kick-ass and it's like the star of the movie. I like Terminators better than I like the human beings. There should be more Terminators. But even Terminators are smart, though. Terminators know it's fucked. But apparently Terminators aren't smart enough to figure out that people just suck. Yeah, it'd be better if Terminator won the war. Yeah, Terminator kicked ass. Come on, finger, get down in the picture here, further down the picture. Come on. There we go. Thumb me up. Yay, graceful exit. See, that's the way we should end it. Gracefully with dignity.
That's really changing the world for the better. Have a great day, the rest of you.
Oh yeah, well, it's, you know exactly how everything's going to go, and nobody should argue on the internet. Nobody should make arguments and defend their position on the internet except you. And everybody should just say, "Oh, to be serious, that was so enlightening and interesting when you talked about how blue earrings clash with red shoes." Yeah, it's fascinating. I mean, really. You got this mumbo jumbo nothing. You haven't said anything. You've been on the internet for 4 fucking years and you haven't said a goddamn thing. Everybody should just be nicer to each other. More like Terminator. Whatever. Whatever. Goodbye, silly person. Sorry, this went much longer than I intended. But yeah, there's just so many. These people are just. They're crazy. They're just crazy. That's all you can say about them. They're just crazy. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to get personal with people, but Hannibal Barca, heroin. I mean, these people are just crazy. They can't they can't deal in the subject matter. All they can do is deal with personality and face and eyes or all this crap. I mean, it really is impossible to make videos. I mean, even her, like I said, to be serious, she has to resort, to still using a personality and associating it with the argument. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just stunned. I mean, you're just sitting here saying, "Oh, look, you bitch and bitch and bitch." Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? Oh, crap. It's one of those evil jumping ones. Yeah, well, he just had a little accident. It wasn't a major one. Just a bruise. Just bruised. It's insidious. Life. Ooh, cool. Life is so cool.